Hello friends, my name is Mr. Navneet and you are watching Mirror 360. Today we talk about a big story from America. It is a story that can hit India's economy directly. On Friday, the US Senate passed a new bill. This bill can allow tariff of up to 100%. These tariffs would target countries that buy oil from Russia. India is one of those countries. So let's understand what happened and why it matters for us. First, the basic fact, the US Senate passed the bill with a huge majority. The voting was 86 in favor of 11 against. That is a very strong support in the Senate. The bill has a name, it is called the Lindsey Graham Sanctioning Russia and Iran Act. It is named after Senator Lindsey Graham. He passed away in July. He worked on this bill for a long time. This bill is mainly about Russia. The goal is to pressure countries that buy oil and gas from Russia. The idea is simple. If countries keep buying Russian oil, Russia gets money. That money can fund the war in Ukraine. So the US wants to stop the money flow. Now here is the important part for India. The bill names 5 countries directly: India, China, Slovakia, Hungary and Azerbaijan. These are the top buyers of Russian energy. If this bill becomes laws, tariff on Indian goods entering the US could go up to 100%. That is very high. It could hurt many Indian industries badly. But let's slow down. Here are some important details we must understand. This tariff is not automatic. The bill allows only a tariff up to 100%. It does not force that exact number. So here is how it will actually work. The US trade representatives will decide the real tariff number. It could be lower than 100%. It depends on their decision. Also, the American president has some power here too. He can give a waiver. A waiver means he can decide not to apply the tariff, but he must tell Congress his reason. And there is a review. Every 180 days, that is about 6 months, the decision will be checked again. So this is not a fixed permanent rule. It can change with time. So this is serious, but it is not to end of the story yet. So let's talk about the next step. The bill has passed only in the Senate. It must also pass in the House of Representatives. The House is controlled by the Republican Party. President Trump has already shown support for this bill. So it is very likely to move forward. If the House also passed it, then the President needs to sign it. Only then it becomes to be a real law. So right now, this is a strong warning, not yet a final decision. So now, why is this happening at all? India has been buying Russian oil since 2022. That was after the Russia-Ukraine war started. Russia offered oil at a lower and discounted price. Indian refineries used this to save money. China did the same thing. The United States has not like this. They believe this money supports Russia's war effort. So Washington has been pushing India's for years now. They have wanted India to stop these oil purchases. So remember, this is not a first tariff pressure on India. Last year in 2025, the US added a 25% tariff. That was specifically because of India's Russia oil purchases. It pushes total tariff on some Indian goods goes up to 50%. That already hurt sectors like textile and jewellery or other sectors. So this new bill adds even more pressure on top of that history. Let's talk about what this means for India's trade talks. India and the US are already negotiating a bigger trade deal. Indian officials want better terms. They want terms similar to what other countries get, like Bangladesh and Indonesia. This new bill gives Washington more leverage in those talks. It becomes another card for US can use. Indian negotiator will now need to handle this issue carefully. This is also another angle here. The US already has other tools against India. There is a section 301 tariff related to forced Indian labor issues. There is also a probe related to excess industrial capacity. So this new bill is not happening alone. It is adding to a list of pressure already on the table. Now what does India say about all this? India has in the past called these kinds of tariff unfair. The government has argued that other countries also buy Russian oil, including some in Europe, but India feels unfairly singled out. Indian officials have also raised these concerns directly. They have spoken to US lawmakers about it before. The message from India has been consistent. These tariffs create pressure without solving the real issues. So what should we watch next? Three things to keep an eye on. One, does the bill pass in the House of Representatives? And two, does President Trump actually sign it into law? And three, if it becomes law, how strict will the US representative be? Will they use a lower number or go close to that 100% limit? Each of these steps will shape the real impact on India's exporters, on our oil imports, and on the bigger trade relationship between India and America. For now, here is the simple truth. This bill is a warning sign. It shows how India's Russian oil purchases keep creating friction with Washington. It also shows that trade and energy policy are deeply connected in global political today. India's answer will likely to be the same as before. Careful diplomacy, continued trade talks, and protecting its own national interest. We will keep tracking this story as it is develops. Every step in Washington now has a direct link to what happened here at home. So this is our analysis for today. Thank you.